Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be starting off a new series where we rank every character based on their class. So, all Arcane characters ranked, all Agility characters ranked, etc. Today we're going to start off with Arcanes though. So, I'm pretty excited. I think most of them are pretty good overall. But let's just get into it. So, we have our tier list and all of their rankings right here. So we're gonna go starting off with Atrocitus. So before we start anything, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, so I would greatly appreciate that if you subscribed. But this ranking overall is not just about solo raids, it's about invasions, it's about arena, it's about champions arena, it's about how easy you can get them, how easy they work without gears, how easy they're able to play, how good they are in like multiple modes. So it's a general overview. So let's just get that out of the way before anybody says this character is not good for solo raids. It belongs in trash in the last tier. So it's an overview about these characters. So I think Atrocitus honestly is a pretty much an A character. I think he does really well in arena, champions arena, and if you don't have any good, like really good characters for your invasions, you could put him in invasions. He's really good. I think he's an extremely easy character to get from league raids and then just raids and then just solo raids. If you drop him from there, you can get his gears pretty easily. He's pretty easy. His passives are like, it works with everyone. So I think it's just an incredible, like, it works on so many different levels that I think it's pretty good. Next, we have Shazam. I think Shazam is also pretty good, but let me move him here, and Shazam is there. Okay, Shazam is a very good healer. Even if his passive, when he blocks, doesn't activate, he's still pretty good. He buffs Arcanes and Might characters by 100%, so I think it's fairly good. I think he's a good character. He's not amazing like Atrocitus, and he's not the absolute like a legend in this tier up above here. So he's very good. I think he does well in what he's handed with, so I think he deserves this spot. Our next character, I feel like I'm gonna forget somebody, so I have my phone over here with all the characters organized and sorted out. So we have John Stewart. I think John Stewart is a B level character because his passive is alright, and the only reason you really need to use him is because of Batwoman the Drowned, and that's only for solo raids. You can also use him in raids, in your league raids, so it's just those two modes. But besides that, he's not going to be in Champions Arena or Invasions. So in B tier, I think he's okay. You know, he's not a bad character, but he's not a great character. Our next character, let's look for our next character, Zatanna. Zatanna is an S tier character. I think it's because she's able to boost your character, so you can use her in raids and solo raids, but also she's extremely powerful and you can spam special 2 in Champions Arena and Arena. I have played as her in those two modes, and she does exceptionally well. Like, you can just get really lucky and you can get like 5 special 2s in a row, and I think it's a very fun character. She's not easy to get, and she doesn't require gears to play that well, so it's like it kind of balances out. She's not an easy character to get, but she also doesn't need gears, and she's not a hard character to play as. I think an example of a difficult character to play as would be Batwoman the Drowned. Her combos like kind of are really slow, and if you do a down swipe, it doesn't really connect all the time. So Zatanna's pretty good in that department, so I think she belongs here with Atrocitus. For our next Arcane character, we have Darkseid. I think Darkseid is a good character. He can be used in Invasions, Champions Arena, and Arena. So 3 modes, pretty good. You can get his gears for free, so that's pretty good. He's not an easy character to get, so again, it kind of balances out. His gears are free, but he's not an easy character to get. He's also His passive is pretty cool. You get a barrier if you take too much damage. He gets some health if anybody dies on the field, and he summons parademons. He has armor piercing. He has power drain. I think he's a pretty good character. The only thing I would say is that because he doesn't help in solo raids, which is a big part of the game ever since they were introduced, he's not too high in these tiers. You could argue he is S tier because of invasions, but it's up to you. A tier or S tier, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. He's just a really good character. I'll probably put him in S tier. Our next Arcane character, we have Enchantress. So Enchantress, I think she's a good character. She has armor pierce on special 2, which does a lot of damage. Special 1 disables block. Special 3 you can do from far distance. It not only heals you up, but it also creates a barrier where you're invincible. So I think that's also pretty cool and useful. She heals up when she takes a crit resist attack. So if she resists a critical attack, she'll heal up. I think overall she's pretty cool and pretty good. She's not an incredible character, so I feel like right here with B, in the B tier would be fine. We have the next character, which is John Constantine. So I think he's an A level character because he works in Champions Arena. I don't know about raids, like league raids. I know in solo raids he can technically one shot. You just need to put a lot of effort. Like you have to dedicate a lot to him. So I don't know if he's worth it for that, but for invasions, I'm pretty sure he's also pretty good. So I think an S tier because his passive is pretty strong, like just letting people not resurrect and preventing buffs, even though it doesn't work completely. It's still a pretty cool passive, and I think he really does do a lot for the Justice League Dark team, which is very handy in a lot of modes. So yeah, if he didn't, like if he can't one shot, I wouldn't have put him on here because I'd probably put him in A because it's really difficult to one shot with him, but it's doable. So, and you know, if it's doable, then you can make an argument, you know what I mean? Either way, he could be S tier or A tier, whichever one you guys prefer. Our next Arcane character, I want to kind of put Blue Beetle because he's technically a tech character that can morph into whatever, but it seems kind of unfair. Of course, we have Raven, and I think we all know that she's going to be S plus tier. I think she alone changed the game for solo raids. I mean, she's good in Champions Arena and Arena. I mean, I think she's just incredible. So let me just go by again because I feel like I've already lost someone. So we have Black Adam. I think Black Adam is a pretty good character. I'm not sure, honestly. I kind of want to put him in S tier because he's a difficult character to get, but you don't need any gears for him to work. His special 3 creates an area where you cannot get hit. He has armor piercing built into him. He disables special attacks. I think it's just a really good character overall. You don't have to wait on him. You don't have to wait like getting gears. So Scorpion is B, for sure B. His passive in general is pretty underwhelming. He can one shot. I'll probably put him in A. He can one shot, but it's extremely difficult. You have to have many artifacts. You have to have the right gameplay. You have to be lucky enough to like not get the AI to move. I think it's very difficult. I could say B or A. Honestly, I'll put him in B because I feel like we need more in the lower ranks, but he's just not as great as others like Raiden. I think Raiden with Beta Club and Raven is one of the easiest teams you could ever use in solo raids. So Sub-Zero. By the way, I'm not just ranking legendaries or golds. I know that you guys probably have noticed by now, but yeah. Sub-Zero and C. Very underwhelming. He's just very underwhelming overall. He doesn't really do much for anything, for anyone. Silver Banshee, I think B. At one time she was able to one-shot in raids, so I'm not sure if she does that in solo raids, but I guess she still could, because raids is more difficult to one-shot with characters. But we only need Black Adam and Hellboy and a few others left. Emerald Green Lantern is a C level character. I think his passive is outdated. Like one hit you get a critical hit, and then one hit you get stun hit. Like, can we not make it 10 seconds for critical hits, 10 seconds for stun? His the only good one is to grab energy, you know. But yeah, I feel like his passive is very outdated, so unfortunately he's not as good. Where I've been looking for Dr. Fate. Yes, Dr. Fate. I think Dr. Fate is incredible. Obviously S, not S plus, because I feel like S plus is really godlike, but he's a really good character. He's extremely easy to get. His gears are easy to get too, so like he's always welcome. That's what you guys should always, there's nothing wrong with Dr. Fate. Where's Black Adam? Because I cannot find him. Black Adam. We have Hellboy. Hellboy. Let me just find Black Adam so that we're okay. So Hellboy. Hellboy was once a good character, I would have said. But ever since the League of Anarchy ascended with their passives, they're able to do a lot of damage, and Hellboy cannot heal up based on their damage over time. That's the only reason Hellboy was ever good, because he was a very good answer to the League of Anarchy team. But besides that, he's not really good. Black Adam is an A level character. He's very good. I think he has a lot of good passives. He works in Champions Arena. He might not work in Invasions. I'm not sure about raids. Maybe solo raids you could, but he's very good overall. He's not an amazing or godlike character, but he's good. Okay, so let me check the list. So we have everyone except for Dr. Fate, Firestorm, and a couple of others. We have another Dr. Fate right here. Firestorm, Green Lantern. Where's Firestorm now? Right there. Firestorm, Green Lantern, and Blue Beetle should be the last ones. I'll check back again. So Dr. Fate, honestly, you're a D level character, like, and so is Firestorm. Silver Green Lantern is a B level character. He can be useful, but once you start like getting really into the game, like far into the game, he's not gonna, his shield for like 20% can easily be broken by agility characters. I've broken many shields in just one hit from Green Lantern teams that are like very, very tough, but his shield doesn't work anymore. Like, it does work, but it's just that our damage has gone so high that 20% isn't enough anymore. Blue Beetle, I think C would be appropriate, because he's a pretty, like, he's a jack of all trades, but his buff really lasts for like only a little bit before he can start doing anything. So he's a fun character, but he's not like really good. So let me just look at the list before I close off any other rankings. So we have, I think that's everyone. I think that is everyone. Hopefully I didn't forget anyone. But yeah, I think this tier list is pretty good. I feel like there could be a few other characters that need moving around. Like Scorpion, I feel like I'm conflicted. Is he a good character? It's just that it takes a long time, and for a long time his passive wasn't working with Raiden, so it's like, you know, I can't really, who knows. You can argue S, A, S plus, but for me I would say he's a B level character. But overall, I think that this is my final decision on this. I'm not gonna move him around anymore. Like, I really do want to see Silver Banshee move a little bit higher, but I just don't know how useful she is anymore. But for sure, Raiden and Raven are very godlike. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and leave your opinions down on how you would rank all of these characters. I know nobody is gonna argue with these characters at the bottom, these last few characters. But maybe you have different opinions. Maybe you have different experiences that worked for you, just share all of that down in the comments down below. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.